Hey everyone, and welcome to Carter Played, a look back at our 2023 season of streaming. Thanks to Gooba and Jetpack for the really witty name idea. Today, we'll be reviewing some of our favorite moments. I'll be looking back at my top picks of this year, as well as additional commentary and questions asked by the lovely people in our community. Let's dive in. Coming in at number 5 was the untitled Goose Game. Firstly, the name itself is incredibly witty and clever. I love that the makers of this game chose to not name it, which is fitting for its chaotic theme. In this game, the player takes on the position of being a goose, a wild goose, a very chaotic wild goose. And if you're wondering, yeah, there's certainly a chasing in this game more than once, so the game does take it literally, a wild goose chase. As the player, one must take on the challenge of disrupting the lives of the townspeople, destroying displays, tripping people into puddles, and even locking them inside. Yeah, this goose does it all in order to retrieve its prized possession, the golden bell. This game excels at creating interesting and clever puzzles that can be quite challenging to work through without needing dialogue or story detail to carry it. I remember during the blind play that there were several puzzles in multiple scenes where I required assistance from the chat to piece together. One of the most memorable ones for me was actually one of the first, the garden. Being my first time playing, I found it quite humorous that I attempted running away from the garden's caretaker by using the water as my safe base, only for him to follow me right into the water. Let's take a gander. Oh my gosh, run! Get to the water! Get to the water, Goosey, go! Oh, he's coming for it! Ah! He's coming for it in the water! No. Give me the hat back. I worked hard for that hat. Oh. Throughout the play, I kept thinking, wow, this is so clever. I love this. And within a few hours, the game was complete. It flew by, and I attribute that to how insanely fun it was to play. But the most brilliant concept that worked in fusion with its other elements was actually the music. The game could not be complete without its beautiful piano tracks that play along with the movements of the characters and Goose. In certain scenes where the Goose could get ready to create destruction, you could hear the piano keys create like a da-da, da-na-na-na melody, almost like a come and get it or a bull ready to charge towards its matador. Hilarious, lighthearted, just the perfect game to make for a happy mood. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have Stray. This was one of our earlier games from the year that really captured my attention. I think right off the bat, what is so alluring is the visual display. During the play, I remember commenting several times on just how stunning the graphics were and are, and now revisiting this game in this review, I'm still blown away by the beauty of each environment. Particularly with Stray, I feel it does an excellent job at creating another world, another universe. The characters, the lives they live, and how we learn about each machine, it all felt so real. And for a game where the player is a cat surrounded by human-like machinery, that is no easy feat. Where I believe it nails this is giving real emotional ties between characters, allowing the player to become attached to each one individually, while also feeling a heavy burden for the communities and groups. We quickly learn that this society is flawed and no one is allowed outside. And just as mysterious this world is, so is the story. We begin, as the cat, in the outside world, only to fall deep into the dark abyss of this hidden underworld. And funnily enough, we end how we started. We find a way back out into the outside world. This intrigued me upon finishing the game, and if a second game does come soon, I know I will certainly play it. The story is just too captivating. In fact, I need it, right? Meow. Oh, and we cannot forget about how amazing it was to be a cat. The cat controls, scratching things, running around, it was amazing. Ooh, my favorite video from this year on Carter Plays is, oh man, I think the two are almost kind of tied, but I think my first one has to be the late night show. It ended up being such a passion project that I put so much love into, and I just absolutely had a great time putting it all together, and then seeing it complete and being live at their premiere with everyone in the chat was such a fun moment that I cannot pass up as one of my favorite moments on Carter Plays from this year. It was a great collaborative project too with friends, and it just turned out to be just fun. Just so much fun, and I hope I can do it again next year. We'll keep our fingers crossed, because it was just it was a dream. It was a dream to be able to complete it. So I believe late night would be my favorite video that I've done this year, and then the close second, that's truly really close, is actually when we did August as our mystery month, and we had Lonnie Manella, the original voice of Nancy Drew, read us the letter for the Mystery at Magnolia Gardens, the Nancy Drew board game, where you're able to put all the clues together and solve the mystery. That was also such a fun night, because it almost felt like an event, and it was really cool to do that live. I was very stressed out because it was live, and was just so hoping that all the pieces came together, because to be able to play a board game with multiple pieces live with other people was such a interesting concept and very hard to pull off, but it worked. So I was just so happy when I hit that button that said end stream. I was so happy, because I was like, yes, that is exactly what I hoped that it would go like. We just had a really great time together that night, spent a couple hours together solving a new mystery, and that was so fun. I particularly really enjoyed just the little nudges to the Nancy Drew games that I put in and threaded throughout that night, like the phone call from Mystico the Magnificent. Maybe there's something. Hold on, let's see. Hold on. Oh, okay. There's something I maybe have missed. It's a sticky note. Call 1555 Mystico and prepare to be amazed. That's odd. Should we call the number? Why not? Let's give it a try. Got my cell phone here. 1555 Mystico.
Who dares disturb the concentration of Mystico the Magnificent?
Hi. This is Carter. I'm here with a lot of other detectives. We're here trying to solve this case because Nancy Drew is sick. And anyways, I just need some help on just the case, and I thought I'd give you a call.
I see your future clear as tape.
In the middle of the stream, that was such a fun moment for me, because it was like holding on to this surprise and secret that no one knew about, and being in the middle of putting the clues together, and then just being like, oh hey, actually, why don't we call a friend for a hint, and then hitting the video button for the video that I had already pre-recorded to play, and then watching everyone react live. It was so awesome. It was so fun. I think those two moments for me were the most fun videos that I put out this year, and just enjoyed the reception that they had. I think they were just really awesome passion projects that I got to do, and looking back, those were my favorite videos that I got to put together. In short, my answer would actually be no. And I know that might be really surprising to some people, but yeah, no, I don't think I would want to do it full time. However, I do kind of have an in-between answer. I really love streaming, and I love the community that comes from it. Actually, that's the best part, is the community, chatting with everyone that comes to the stream, learning about their days and where they're at in life and how their family is, and just all of that connection and community is my favorite part. The second best part is the game itself and connecting through the game, solving the puzzles together and commenting on the story. That's what I love so much about streaming. I don't see an end to it right now. I see it more of as my hobby and my creative outlet. But the reason why I don't want to do it full time is because I have other creative dreams that I want to pursue. And I feel like if I were to do streaming full time, I wouldn't be able to dive into those other dreams. However, I will say that I have had a lot of doors open since I started putting content out. Since I began this YouTube and since I began streaming, I've been able to work closely with a gaming company whose games I really love. And I've also been able to work on a project that's coming out later, something that is truly a dream come true. And it has been such a humbling experience to do this, and I am just so thankful and grateful to God for having those opportunities come up. And so it's been a blessing this year to get closer with others and form a community and be able to have this outlet creatively. It's been really, really awesome. I beat You Can't Guess my number 3 spot. Yep, it's Melatonin. And what a surprising game this was. At first glance from the trailer, this soft and cool color paletted game looked like a modern version of Guitar Hero. In total honesty, I was completely apprehensive to jump in, mostly from fear. I felt a bit nervous to play a game that involved creating the correct beat, that somehow I would feel frustration towards finding the rhythm. But this was the complete opposite. In fact, I actually found myself addicted to perfecting the rhythm. Melatonin nails a very peaceful vibe in what could potentially be stressful. There's something totally soothing in the repetitive beats and metronome noises of each level. And the levels, perfectly done. How each night correlates with certain topics of dreams. It's just so clever. The design is not overwhelming, but very relaxing in coordination with the music. And this was also just a fun game to chat with people in our community who are musically inclined. I feel like I learned so much, and I enjoyed chatting with everyone while playing the series, but my most favorite part of this game's entirety was its ending. Imagine the big boss level of Mario when you have to defeat all the enemies within Bowser's castle. In similar nature, the ending combined every rhythm from every night and every level of Melatonin. Oh boy, talk about recall. Luckily, the brain can truly hold so much musically that it was like muscle memory and became one of my favorite memories of playing. Is it really like every rhythm though? Because that's a lot of rhythms. Oh my gosh, it's every rhythm. You are joking. It's everything we've ever learned. Oh no. Oh. I forgot how that one went. Oh. What? How am I remembering? Okay, I feel like this isn't surprising at all. Coming in at my number 2 spot is Disney Dreamlight Valley. Oh my gosh, I could just play this game again and again and again, but I tell myself often, Carter, control your urges to play Disney every day. If you're a Disney lover, which I totally am, it's easy to fall for this game. To see each character living in one place, seeing all those movies come together and cross-reference is magical. And that's kind of something Disney knows how to do really well, create magic. I remember uploading my first playthrough of Disney Dreamlight Valley and truly feeling that childlike wonder as the story slowly unfolded. It is wonderful. The music is happy, the valley is safe and cozy. It's a comfort game and easily became one of my favorite games of 2023. And if you stuck around for the 12 plays that we had of Disney this year, you probably saw some voices here and there.
Oh, hello.
Ah, Carter, tell me, what did you find in the center of the blizzard?
Can Stitch fix us, I know?
Curse me kilts! Hard as I try, I can't unlock my blasted safe. Ever since we all lost our memories, I can't recall the combination. I left myself this note under the register with instructions on how to find it again, but I don't remember the answers to the clues. Will you help me jog the old memory? And before we get to my number one favorite game of this year, I just want to take a second and pause and thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me this year. Thank you for joining my stream. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for commenting and sharing and just hanging out with me. You have truly made this year better, and I have so enjoyed getting to know you. Thanks for being my friend. And for my top pick, my game of 2023, the game that I have continued to come back to and that I have chosen as my number one, it is no surprise that it is A Little to the Left. Oh my goodness, I rave about this game. A Little to the Left became one of my favorite games this year because of its clever use of puzzles. It's such a go-to game. I can sit down and continue to play A Little to the Left and never get tired. All of the puzzles always feel so different and fresh. No matter what level I get onto, I'm like, yes, this is new, this is different, and I like it. It's just so well done and put together. Not to mention that it's cozy on top of it. It has such excellent colors, vibes, music. Everything is so relaxing and just easy to go to, but the puzzles are challenging, and that's what makes it so much fun. It is a great game. What I love is that A Little to the Left continues to grow and get better. It's not one of those games that is limited to its one-time use. You can keep coming back, and the developers of this game are continually adding on to make this game better. I absolutely love that they have an archive where they just slap a few holiday episodes every so often. And this year we got to play not only 2 sets of Christmas levels on A Little to the Left, but also the Halloween levels as well. And they've all been so wonderful. I cannot wait to go dive deeper into the more DLC content that comes out in 2024, especially Cupboards and Drawers, which I haven't gotten to play yet, but I'm so excited to dive into that next year. Yeah, it's just, this is A Little to the Left. A Little to the Left has been so good, and it's actually been one of my most popular gaming series of this year. More views, more comments, and more likes have come out of A Little to the Left than any other series that I've put out this year. So I am very excited to say that this is the number one game, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you would agree that you like A Little to the Left too, and I've enjoyed having you on those streams and helping me figure out some of these puzzles. Oh my gosh, how do you organize this? I don't know, but we somehow seem to figure it out every time. But that's it. That wraps up Carter's list and Carter Played 2023, and let me just tell you, what a year. It's been so awesome, and we're wrapping up, finishing up, and we're heading into something new, something different, and hopefully something with a lot of fun surprises this year. I really hope and pray that you have a great new year, and thank you for being a part of my 23 year. I hope to see you again for the 24 year, and this is me signing out. Catch you guys later.